What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for this really quick video, and today I'll be talking about some tips on how to improve your catch and shoots. Some of these are not advanced tips, so try not to expect some mind-blowing tricks in here, but of course these are really good tips that probably not much players are talking about. And by the way, if you think I missed something, just leave it in the comment section down below so others can see. So let's get right into it. Now for the first one, change your triple threat style animation to Downbeat. Triple threat styles won't make your shot speed much faster. Actually, it's not going to change anything internally. It will only visually help you. For those of you who don't know, your triple threat style will change these parts of the animations. So basically, when you receive a pass, it will do these animations. And there are some styles that move the ball around so much, which kinda distracts you from shooting. And there are some that doesn't move the ball that much, which are cleaner visually. And based on my test and a lot of vouchers in the comment section, Joel Embiid style is the cleanest one. So that's why equipping Embiid will help you on those catch and shoot shots. Now for the next one, when you want to practice your shots, the place to practice is on the beach courts. Based on my test, it has the closest latency to park modes, and I believe it will be the same on rec as well. I know Gatorade courts is much easier to access, like you can just rent a court anytime, but latency there is far from the actual online modes. So basically, whatever you're practicing won't be reflected on the actual game. Next one, when moving, hold L2 button while waiting for the pass. It won't help much if you're just standing still at the corners, because based on my test, it's not going to speed up your shot or whatever. But if you're moving, holding L2 gives you much smoother catch animations. Here's an example. In here you can see, I held L2 this early, the ball handler was not even triggering the pass yet. So what L2 does is, it makes your player face the ball handler, and that will result to better catch animations. In here, since I was facing the ball handler that early, I got the cleaner catch, and my feet were already set when I received the pass, and I was ready to shoot. But on this one, I didn't hold L2 and I just sprinted on the corner, and I got the bad catch animation. So it took me a while to set my feet before shooting. So basically, what holding L2 does is like you're telling the game that you want a catch and shoot animation. Next one, in relation to catches, there'll be some times that when you are moving and you receive a pass, you'll end up with a lousy catch animation. So if that happens, try to finish the catch animation first before holding the shoot button. I'll show you these. If you don't finish the catch animation first and you hold the shoot button even before receiving the pass, it will mess up your timing. Here's an example. Usually, the shot meter or the shot input will start when the ball is right here, right? So what can happen is when you hold shoot button that early, without even letting the catch animation finish first, you will have no idea when will the shot input starts. In here, you'll have an impression that the shot input is not yet starting. You can notice as well that the feet are not even set yet and the ball is out of the shot pocket. But the truth is, you're halfway through the shot already, so it will kind of mess up your timing. You will usually end up with slightly lates. Again, this only applies on moving catches because they usually end up with moving animations. Usually, if you're just standing still, you can hold shoot button even before you receive the pass. Next one, this one here could be personal preference, but I really advise that when choosing a release, you should choose the ones with the obvious visual cues. And usually, 2-motion releases have the most obvious ones. And for those of you who don't know what 2-motion shots are, those are shots where you cock the ball behind your head before pushing the ball towards the rim. So what 2-motion releases do is it gives you a lot of reference point on releasing the shoot button. Unlike with 1-motion releases, there's not much points on the visuals that you can refer to. Next one, in relation to visual cues, try to utilize your corner shots. Of course, we all know that corners are the usual spots that can be open when you're man-helped on defense. But what corners usually does as well is to give you a really good angle to see those visual cues. Wings got good angles as well, but corners are better. If you're at the center, for the most part, you can only rely on your muscle memory because nothing much to see there in terms of visual cues. Next one, turn off your shot meter. Aside from getting some sort of boost internally when you turn off your shot meter, based on my test, shot meter visuals are not really accurate and it will just mess up your timing. In here you can see, I'll show you some screenshots showing that it's not really in sync with your animations. You can notice there that the end of the shot meter ends up on different parts of the shooting animation. So if you're using shot meter, please take it off. So before we go to the second half of the list, just want to invite you guys to like the video if liking so far. That will help the channel reach more viewers. And of course, subscribe to tune in for upcoming videos. Now going back for the next one, this one here is more of a personal preference. When choosing a jump shot, try to focus more on visual cues and the actual feel of the jump shot as your top criteria. I know some of you might say that green window is the top one, but I just believe that if there's any difference, it's not going to be much anyway. Next one, if possible, like if you're overflowing with VC or you have some other source of skill boost, buy your shooting skill boost. Based on my test, the boost will be around +2 on your 3-point rating. And now you might say, oh, Choots, I can't feel skill boost, that's a scam. Trust me on this one, you won't really be able to feel it. Try not to expect that you can feel a +2 on your 3-point ratings. You won't be able to feel that, you just need to believe that there's a boost. I think one problem in the 2K community is if there's an element of the game that theoretically gives them boost, for example a badge or a skill boost, if they can't feel it, they will flag it as scam or not working. We have to understand that sometimes it's really hard to feel if something is working. I'm talking about shooting specifically. So for example, a standard bronze badge usually gives you 5% boost, and it's hard to feel that boost. You can't just equip a bronze shooting badge and just feel the boost straight away. To give you more perspective on how small that 5% boost to be noticed, I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you played 2 batches of games, and on the first batch you made 100 shots in total, and let's say it took you 30 park games to get that. Now, 5% boost means instead of making 100 shots, that'll be 105 instead in total on all those 30 park games on the second batch. So now the question is, do you think that you'll be able to feel that change? Like, can you feel that on the first batch you made 100 and on the second batch you made 105? I don't think someone can, unless you have someone really counting your shots as you play. I think even if I let you shoot like this continuously, it's hard to track the difference of 100 and 105 made shots without counting. So what more on a span of around 30 games? That additional +5 will be spread out on those 30 games. You can't feel that. So my point here is that try not to expect that you can feel all those single small boosts. Just know that if you equip it, there will be some sort of boost, and don't expect to feel it. So now for the next part, I call these passive tips. Like you can't do anything about it mid-game. These are just facts that are related to catch and shoots that are good for you to know. Trust me, there might be some stuff here that you didn't know about. First one, your 3-point rating is boosting your mid-range shots. I made a test on that one, and here you can see that's my green window with low 3-point rating. And if I max out my 3-point rating, that exact distance on mid-range will have this green window. Of course, the actual mid-range rating will have more impact, but it's good for you to know that your 3-point rating can boost you as well. Next one, pretty much the same principle. Your mid-range rating will boost your corner threes. Same method, here's your green window with low mid-range rating. But the moment I take the same shot with max mid-range rating, your green window will be like this. It is much bigger. Next one, the higher hands rating you got, which is equal to your ball handles, the faster your transition from catch animation going to the shot. Again, only the transition, not the actual shot speed. In here you can see, in terms of actual shot speed, they are just the same. But if we sync them at the actual catch of the ball, higher hands rating or higher ball handle rating will get to the shot much faster, resulting to much faster shot overall. So that's it for my list. Again, if you want to add something, just leave it in the comment section down below so others can see. So that's all for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.